All right, check. Is this, yeah, we're on. Okay. All right, folks, let's talk about track AIPAC today. So, the thing is that I am America first, not Israel first, and also being Korean American, I could see that a lot of times, what happened in Israel is often a big deal is made about it, but there's actually no talk whatsoever about what happened in Korea, right? And actually on the same timeline of government interference, exactly the same timeline, right? After World War II, they went to Israel, Palestine. They went to Korea, North Korea, South Korea, right? And they tore those regions apart, right? With outsiders making all these decisions. So let's take a look at because I'm running for office right now, and I was asking for endorsement because if you take a look at my work, I've actually asked a bunch of candidates already. First question I asked them is what they will do to prevent foreign powers from influencing U.S. politics. But if you take a look at the track AIPAC, right, candidates endorsed by Citizens Against AIPAC Corruption, you'll see this little D behind their names, and every single one of them is a Democrat. Every single one. There are no Republicans here, even though Thomas Massey's really kind of in MTG really kind of like started it off. Um, there are no Republicans that want to work with this whatsoever. Actually, right. And another thing, just another thing I want to mention is that on the show, who talks about it? K-Town Social, right? There's a bunch of guys who they say there's a lot of East Asian women and South Asian men. You're gonna see actually this guy's Spanish, I think, right? You're gonna see this trend continue here. Um, South Asian, right, or Arabic, right? Can cross over. She presents as white, but she's actually, I believe, Palestinian, right? She has blue eyes, so she's more relatable. And we could see over here, so you could see that these more right, the South or the Arabics are really more able to really get in, especially the men. But the East Asian men, there is one guy here. Oh, there's two of them. Okay, interesting. But there, you can see over here that they're all Democrats, no Republicans whatsoever. So I'm thinking, I just want to lodge this because I'm going to say, look, I'm not getting any money from IPAC, so would they endorse me? I'm gonna find out, right? But you could see this is Democrat, right? Oh, there's one. Oh, I think there's a Green there. Okay, they do have a non-Democrat, but I don't think there's any Republican. Oh, there's an independent. Okay. Let's take a look at something else here with. So let's take a look at what's the real hypocrisy here, right? Thing is that let's go to something called Open Secrets, and let's look at IPAC over here. And let's start with the most recent 2024. And you could see that the Democrats received $25 million, and the Republicans only get maybe about like 50% more. The Democrats get 50% more in total donations than Republicans. Let's go back and look at 2022. Here they're getting almost double, right? About 4.7, right? About almost 8, right? So 4, 8, right? Yeah. Not exactly double, but a little bit less than double, but significantly more. Let's go back and look at 2020. Okay. The numbers here are not really looking clear, right? $0 cents, right? I'm not sure why there's nothing going on here in 2020. That's weird. Let's go to 2018, right? Once again, $7,000, $31,000. This is 5 times the amount of money going towards Democrats. All the time, money going to Democrats. More money to Democrats than Republicans, right? Maybe the people at the top of the table, you're going to see these Democrats always getting more than Republicans. But now the Democrats want to parade themselves like they're the champions of this. They've been taking more money from IPAC than the Republicans ever did. Actually, if you take a look at 1 year, it was like 5 to 8 times the amount in other when you take other yeah, look at this. Always, right? Yeah, the Democrats always get a lot more money. Double, right? Yeah, almost double here. Yeah. So Democrats do a great job of pretending, right, that they're doing these things, but behind the scenes, when you take a look at it, it's just so dirty. So let's actually send these people, because I'm not getting the money from AIPAC. Let's send them actually a thing. Say, look, I'm running for state assembly. Like, endorse me, right? And let's see if they get back to me. Or are they really here to really use this issue and use that to propel Democrats into power? Is this really about tracking AIPAC, or is this Democrats using AIPAC, right, to push a anti-Republican agenda here? Okay. Press inquiry about. Can I contact? I don't know about potential candidates. Okay. I have actually a bunch of U.S. presidential candidates that I've worked with, but none of them are actually here. They're actually just going with the establishment picks. And once again, these are mostly Democrats versus Republicans, not really bringing the parties up. So they had some greens on the other page, but this is something else. So, okay. Right? That's a little bit strange too, right? Actually, just so you know, I really don't like Jill Stein either, so. Oh. Okay, I'm running for state office, maybe as an excuse, right? I think all these, at least for Congress, all for U.S. House, Senate. So these are all federal candidates, maybe. Okay. But, if we take a look at the description, once again, it doesn't say actually like AIPAC only for federal stuff, right? So you actually can make huge things. So I'll contact them and just see what's going on, see if they even respond. To a large extent, they're actually, this activism space is highly gatekept by people that are not actually victims of war. Sources. So, okay. Get forced here. Okay, let's see. Okay. Alright. Us. Okay. For state. See. Okay, so I'm done. Okay, so right now, you can see me putting in this information here, and what happens with a lot of these Democrat controlled groups, because they have a lot of groups that they have, it's kind of like shadow organizations that won't blatantly say that they're Democrat, but when you look at like the way things are, who gets to be somebody, who gets brought up and stuff like that, it's all Democrat. It's really manipulative. It's really sad. Okay. Also, also, let me not even say that. Right? I have the unified platform, but where I'm actually asking all the candidates that engage, but that's actually blackballed by the entire media circuit. So they are actually they have lots of money to actually push this. The grassroots. Why is everybody a federal candidate? That's the actual one. Grassroots usually starts small with the state assembly races. Okay, let's shoot that up. Okay, so American. I also work, just so you know, also the Namibians, the victims of the Second Reich, right? Second Reich Namibians, but some people's, right, Namibia genocide in the Second Reich, right? Some people's suffering is acknowledged. Others are erased. Koreans, Namibians, we are erased. So track AIPAC, right? Do they care about How come nobody cares about what's happening to people, to Koreans, right? They went through a starvation period like Ethiopia. No one really sang for them, right? So some people's pain and suffering is recognized and acknowledged, and others not. Korean starvation, Ethiopia. It rivaled Ethiopia. Yeah, the famine. Let's see, compared to people that are younger won't really know. It's 500,000 to 1 million deaths. I don't really trust. Okay, so millions are at risk of starvation. 2 million more are on the brink. Okay, but how many died? So it's both millions. Okay, this one's one up to 1 million. It's like millions has died. So okay, so I guess the people died. I mean, it's not good, right? But okay, about 1 million, a little over 1 million, right? From 300,000, that's actually a big range. But I would say, okay, so the number goes lower and goes higher. Say about 1 million. And sadly, it still continues to go on. So it says, I would say it's comparable. Oh, it says the number ranges from what? 240,000 to 3.5 million. Well, that's significantly more. Or most credible says 1 million. So who knows, right? It may be about equivalent. It's equivalent, right? A lot of deaths here, but somehow no one was singing for them. Just it is what it is. So it's track iPad. There's something called the Great White Hope, and I'm not against white people, but now they have other people that that can be heroes like black people, right? But actual war victims, no. So track IPAC, we're going to see what's up. Democrats want to stand all proud, like y'all are saying no to IPAC. Y'all been juicing off IPAC like for the longest, and more than the Republicans. So yeah, the people at the top is definitely getting paid off, but overall, y'all Democrats is the ones who's cashing out on this. Let's be real. That's what I got.